If we take a look at my channel, we can see all the cool things I can do with website. But it was not always like that. I, like any other person, was also a mortal human being and had no idea what hides behind websites. I was always the child who wanted to know how things are made. I like to build things myself. When I got my first computer, I dove into the endless possibilities of internet. I was always fascinated by the websites I could find. Then my inborn obsession of building everything myself kicked in. I typed in YouTube how to code a website and clicked on the first video there was, and I still remember that video today, even though it has been taken down. And to be honest, it was a bad video. The YouTuber wrote HTML, the programming language for building website structure, code in the notebook and renamed it as .html document and opened it. Yeah, it is good to start with the roots, but pressing tab a million times and typing every single HTML tag really threw me off. At the start, when learning the basics of HTML and CSS, the programming language for making the looks of the website, I felt like I'm not learning anything. I've wrote a lot of code and the website still looked like trash. Yeah, I was proud that I could make a table, a button, change the background, center text, and put in the margins and paddings. However, it was not a thing that I could show to someone else. A lot of things in programming I learned in school, and of course also a lot of things had to be learned by myself. School taught me good basics, but again the curriculum was made so anyone can understand, therefore schools just scratched the surface of the website development. When I arrived home after school, I used to sit down in front of my computer and add some fancy features to the project we did in class. For the most of the time, it was just making the website look better and making it more user-friendly. You cannot even imagine the satisfaction I get from a good-looking and observable website. It absolutely frustrates me when website has small font and that there is 70% chance you will go blind if you try to read the text, or when the text is glued to the sides or to the top of the screen. There always has to be space for the eyes to rest. Other times, using the skills I learned in class, I try to make my own simple and fun projects. Nevertheless, as you know, to learn programming you have to learn a lot of things by yourself, and the hardest part is that there is no exact roadmap for web development. The only guide is to learn the HTML, CSS and JavaScript first. There are so many ways to build a website. Hundreds of JavaScript frameworks, server rendered, client rendered, databases, APIs, etc. And I honestly did not know where to go. Therefore, I just went for a Django tutorial. Django is a framework where you use Python to run the website. At the time, I was also discovering Python and I accidentally stumbled on Django. Well, you might wonder, what is my learning method? Let me tell you how I got there. At first, I just followed tutorials and wrote the code along step by step, and that was it. Even though I made some cool websites while following tutorials, I never felt that I really understood it, and I could not write anything without following a tutorial. And this is a place where a lot of people struggle. After a while I started to understand that this is not it, and after doing my research I found that I was lacking one important thing. The practice. You could watch thousands of tutorials, but if you do not do it yourself, you will never master it. Therefore, I took a new approach. After watching any kind of tutorial, I would build my own project using what I learned. For example, I just recently learned React and Firebase. I followed the tutorial at the start and then built something different using what I learned. In this case, I built a social media website. Playlist of how I did it will be linked in the description. Of course, you will not know everything at the start, but that's the best part. You yourself will generate unique problems and try to find solutions, and that's what programming is all about. Remember, practice is very important. Also, one of the things I did was to join communities. I followed a lot of programmers on Instagram and YouTube. That way, every time I log on social media, my feed is full of fresh information about coding. That forces me to be up to date with the latest technologies and also find new tutorials that I did not think I needed. It goes for every single thing you want to learn. If you surround yourself with better people in your field, then you, without a doubt, will catch up to them. Also, communities help me with burnouts. If there was a bug that I couldn't fix, when I just did not have any ideas to build something, I watched YouTubers like Danny, who makes coding seem fun and interesting again, and I cannot wait to get back to my code. That is also what I plan to achieve with my channel, to give like-minded people inspiration and knowledge, bridging the gap between programming and fun. It is also very important in the coding journey to just sit down and look back at what you have made, to celebrate small wins. I jump out of my chair each time something works. The feeling after writing an unbelievable amount of code and it works just flawlessly. the satisfaction of solving problems. Each little task is important, and it is the celebration that keeps you going. When you finally catch the feeling, you can code non-stop and do not even notice that the sky is already getting dark. Sometimes I even forget to eat or drink. Do not do that at home. What started from just curiosity now is my passion. Fighting through challenges, finding the best way to learn, joining unforgettable communities, and celebrating wins like they were the last. And through all of this, I am now here in front of you. You can judge yourself how far have I come, and there is still a long way to go. And if you can take a single thing from this video, take this. I never said it would be easy. I only said it would be worth it. Quote by Maya West. If you found this helpful, press subscribe to never miss another video. And also, remember, if at first you don't succeed, call it version 1.0 and move on. Watch this playlist to see how far I have come in my programming journey. I made a social media website where you can write your own posts. I built like buttons, comment sections, and recently I even added a recommendation algorithm. What? Yes, that's right. Look to see how I did it.